Dave.
Ian.
Apexadjacent car show world something. Everybody, there are two stories in the news right now that you need to know about in order for this next bit to make any sense. And that is, number one, Samuel Alito has blamed his wife for a few things now. And he's actually now entered it into the congressional record, which is, amazing. The second one is that someone has been terrorizing the streets of downtown Seattle with a modified Hellcat and has yet to be arrested.
Okay.
And now this Samuel Alito thing, I'm going to bring it back.
Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito.
Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito was caught. Basically, they were flying flags outside their houses that were insurrection adjacent.
No.
Mm-hmm. And he has basically said, hey man, my wife likes to fly flags and I do not. That was actually in his letter to Congress. My wife likes to fly flags. I do not, which is at once infuriating, also a little relatable. And so I just want to say for the record that, I don't necessarily enjoy loud exhausts or reckless driving through the streets of downtown Seattle, but my wife certainly does. And you should go get her. Go get her. She's right over there. Yeah.
As we continue to do the podcast, as we continue to be adult cis white men in the world, it never stops just smacking me straight in the face as to how fucking horrible straight cis white men are. And can dudes just not for a minute? Can dudes just not, please? That's all I want.
I just want to say the whole blaming your wife thing in front of the whole country, pretty hilarious. Pretty funny.
So fucked up. That's so
it basically
crazy.
Boils down to, and I think I said this on Blue Sky, ladies be cooing. Instead of ladies be shopping, ladies be cooing.
Oh my God. What the hell?
It is really fun. I will say the tone of his letter is legitimately very funny. And it's, again, slightly relatable because it's a whole thing. The whole 3 pages is basically please, I don't want to have to talk about this anymore. This is killing me. This is making my life hell. Please stop. It's not a defense. He should recuse himself, obviously. But
right.
But still. Oh my God.
I don't know. Oh God.
It's just funny. I don't want to fly a flag at the house, but my wife does. So we fly a flag at the house. It's basically what it boils down to.
I think it's one thing if it's my wife likes to plant impatiens in the flower beds.
Right.
And I appreciate her work. Notice that second term. I don't consider myself a marriage dynamic expert by any means.
Yeah.
But
no, this is
let's make a note of what the appropriate second step is.
Well, but also it's, like you said, it's a matter of stakes. Because if the stakes are, should we go to the pumpkin patch every fall?
Right.
Or should we overthrow the government? So those are the two things that we're using the same mentality for.
Right. Yes.
I don't care for the pumpkin patch, but my wife does. And guess what? We go to the pumpkin patch.
Right. Sure.
I think that would be a different conversation if she was like, what would be cute this fall? It's a little insurrection. I might push back on that.
ruining our democracy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You might push back. Right. Yeah. This is a classic pick your battle scenario.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. That would be a battle to pick. I don't know.
Wow.
But, you know, when she wants to go terrorize the streets of Seattle as the Belltown Hellcat, you know, I don't say anything because I'm saving my objection card for when she inevitably overthrows a government. It may not be this one. It may be a different one.
Right. Right. I've not heard of this Belltown Seattle Hellcat.
So I have a link. I have
Okay.
a link in the talkabouts.
Okay.
It is a gift article from the New York Times, so you should be able to click on it.
Okay.
So this Instagram influencer has been terrorizing the streets of downtown Seattle with his modified Hellcat that is apparently incredibly loud. Apparently, during one traffic stop at idle, a cop measured it at like 85 decibels.
And for the record, just because I looked this up recently, the Lemons sound record for 24 hours of Lemons racing is 92 decibels at 50% throttle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at 50% throttle. This is 85 at idle.
Yeah. I mean, that is probably, I will say, Lemons usually measures trackside, and this is right next to them.
Right. True.
So there's a little bit there, but that is still absurdly loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this article is interesting because it kind of goes through, you know, obviously the residents around him hate him because apparently he was like at one point just driving back and forth on the same street for like 2 hours at 2:00 in the morning.
Oof. That sucks.
And he's like 20, and no 20-year-old should be allowed to buy a Hellcat.
Right.
I mean, it's bonkers.
Right.
But there's a whole bunch of people like, you know, his Instagram followers and stuff who kind of see him as like an anti-hero, basically.
Right. Right.
You know.
Yeah. Sticking it to the man.
Right. And I have two kind of conflicting thoughts in my head about this. One is like, oh man, you're kind of ruining it for the rest of us. Cause like, I wish my loud exhaust during certain times would just say, I'm sorry.
Right.
And so I feel like, you know, he's kind of ruining it for the rest of us, but also he's also giving us hey, I'm not doing that. Right.
At least I'm not as bad as that guy.
Yeah. Yep. Gives me a low bar to step right over.
I haven't encouraged an insurrection lately or, you know, terrorized entire neighborhoods at 2 a.m. for hours on end. So, you know.
Yeah.
I like
that's
how,
a good point. I should use this same thing with when I'm, you know, if I ever upset my wife, hey, I haven't thrown you under the bus to Congress and the entire country on several occasions.
Right. Yes. At least I didn't do that.
Right. So, husband of the year.
And then she's going to pick her battle, and her battle is to beat your head in.
Right.
Also, Ian, I feel like I understand, like, there's one thing, this is an interesting conundrum, so walk me through this, okay? Mm-hmm. You do feel like that sometimes you wish you could say your exhaust, like, had a sorry note.
Yeah.
Valved exhausts are a thing.
I used to have one.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
And you got rid of it.
I did. I did. I got rid of it. So, okay, because this car's not my daily driver.
Right.
Ordinarily, we're going to come to that.
Oh boy.
We'll get to that. And the valve exhaust was so heavy, Dave. It was so heavy.
Whatever.
I saved like 35 pounds.
Whatever.
It was. I have it. in my storage unit. You should come. You should pick it up.
Oh, that's fine.
It's so heavy.
No, I understand that your old exhaust was 35 pounds heavier than your new one, but I'm saying that you can have valves added to your new one. This is all possible. It's not like I'm asking you to not, throw your wife under the bus in front of Congress.
You mean like I could make it louder? My car's not that loud.
No, yours is
loud, but I didn't like decat it or anything like that. I still have a resonator.
Yes, yeah.
It's an enthusiast's, an aficionado's bellow.
I enjoy the sound of it. I think, in my opinion, your exhaust is at an acceptable level. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Would the members of your HOA agree with you?
I don't know.
If I drove through at first gear,
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't gotten any complaints from this place, so.
Right. And if that lady next door to you or whatever doesn't complain, the one that accused you of smoking cigarettes, your family of chain smokers, your 5-year-old and 9-year-old, out there.
I will say, so on that, I have an update on that.
Okay.
So a few weeks ago, I told everybody about my run-in with my neighbor in our temporary place that we're staying in. And so she's our upstairs neighbor. You hear that? And since then, we have apparently, been welcomed into the community.
Oh.
And I can tell that because we've had on a few occasions now, other members go, meet your upstairs neighbor yet?
Yes. Okay. Yep.
So we're in the club, baby.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Pretty great.
Other people knew that you were going to be subjected to this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just waiting for a time to approach you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. That's my whole update.
I like that.
So I also feel vindicated, right? Like, yeah. She's a dingbat.
Dingbat isn't used enough these days. I like that. Let's bring Dingbat back.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well done.
I say she's not the cat's pajamas. She's a dingbat. Should we do like an actual car show at some point?
I mean, we can. We can talk about how we're not the worst. So I'm interested in what you're saying about your car, your delightful 2004 Volkswagen R32 becoming your daily driver. What is this about? I can't just walk past that.
Well, right now it is the family runabout.
Why?
The blue car went in for a routine maintenance. And it became less routine.
Oh no, what happened?
The front shocks are leaking.
Okay.
At 50,000 miles, which is not great, but they're getting replaced.
Okay.
We're waiting for parts. And then we're also waiting for brake rotors. So I was like, we're driving this thing cross country.
Yeah.
If the brakes are even close to being not gonna make it through the summer, I'd rather do it here before we go on the trip.
Sure.
So the blue car has gotten the all-track has gotten new tires.
Okay.
We did our 50,000 mile maintenance, and we're getting new brakes and new front shocks.
Okay.
It's just taken a couple days, and in the meantime, my kids are getting reacquainted with what it's like to drive around in the car. More importantly, so is my wife, who's less pleased about it. I will say, Nico today shut the door, and the door shut, and he was just holding a piece of clear coat.
I was going through my little bins that I have of office stuff here, little organizer thing, and I found my Ziploc bag of flakes of your clear coat. Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they? Hey, and you can be like, hey, at least it's not stabbing you with nails, and you're not getting tetanus from like, yeah.
Right.
What's a worse car, Ian, to have them commute in?
Once I figure that out, I don't know, rickshaw. I need to figure that out.
Yeah.
But once I do, boy, they're gonna hear about it.
Exactly. Once I figure out how to adjust this bar so that I can lower
it. Yes, exactly.
Is it righty tighty on this side? I always mix this up.
Yeah.
Just the worst limo contest in the universe. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know about the Seattle Hellcat. Not a fan. I don't know. It's just like there's a point where like there's fun things and there's just antagonistic things,
Yes, yeah. I think this has definitely crossed the line into just antisocial behavior.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
And there are racetracks. Go to the racetrack, obviously.
Right.
Because he's also been like filming himself speeding like
sure.
triple digits in the city limits and stuff like that. So
great idea on the streets of Seattle. Yeah.
So take it to the racetrack, but have your loud car and just be nicer to your neighbors.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what happened to the phrase "don't shit where you eat," man?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
also as a 20-year-old, you should have like a car that's not functioning most of the time.
Yeah. Right. It needs to have like a peeling, cracked, all vinyl interior.
It should be loud for the wrong reasons.
There you go. Yeah. Because shit fell off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You should have the worst Toyota Camry. Yeah.
You shouldn't have an Instagram account that pays for your Hellcat.
Yeah. That's the thing. Right.
Yeah. Talk about like just perverse incentives, right? They're just like being completely incentivized to be an asshole.
Right. Yeah. So Zucks is ultimately at fault here because this guy's snapping himself into a structural model of financial incentives for dickish behavior.
Yeah. But enough about Congress, right?
Again, a dude's fucking idea. So dudes, can we just not for a minute? Dudes.
Anyway. What else we got? Dave doing Dave things. What does that mean?
Well, you know how I Dave a thing every now and then, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm working with the Lemons guys. Race is coming up in about 2 weeks here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So we're putting the final touches on some stuff. The HHR is going to be out with you at the track on Friday.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. And so I got all this stuff back here is all radio stuff. I've made helmet radio kits for pennies on the dollar.
Nice.
Did I tell you this already? I got that FCC license that allows me to legally transmit at a higher power on those channels, FRS and GRMS. I can't remember the acronym.
You did?
I did.
Wow.
So it's like you just have to basically the hardest part of all of this with like the radio shit is figuring out exactly what to fucking click on. And so I have a coworker that is getting his proper ham license, right? Mm-hmm. We're in IT. We are 1, maybe 2 degrees away from a licensed or soon to be licensed ham radio operator. I am. Oh, yeah. You are. You know it, right?
Yeah.
And if you are not yourself that person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I 100% know a ham radio operator.
Right. And you also know somebody that thinks their Amiga was the greatest computer to ever exist.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so I got the license. The hardest thing is seriously like finding the fucking website and how to fill out the form. It's you don't have to take the test for this one. It's just you have to pay $35, right?
Oh, okay.
And it's just like I think like you're allowed to transmit at 5 watts, which is fine, you know. Yeah, so you just need 5 watts and a good antenna, and you're going to be fine at high planes. So I've done that. Like I actually like gave money to the government.
I cannot believe you did that.
Why?
Well, no. I mean, I'm glad that you did. It was the right thing to do.
Uh-huh.
I just feel like nobody does. Nobody actually does it, right? Like people just transmit it at 5 watts.
Right. Yeah. They don't have a license. Yeah. There was a race, I think at Laguna Seca, where I think it was a Lemons race, where somebody on the team was like a policeman or a fireman, and they brought fucking police and fire radios for their team to use for communications. And guess what? The fucking police showed up. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
they were using the same channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The team was like, who has radios? And this guy was like, I got some radios.
That's amazing. So do you, when you do that, do you have to put in like an area that you're going to be operating in? Like, did you have to put in coordinates or anything?
I did not. There are some parameters on the license. I can grab it real quick if you're interested.
I mean, sure.
You know, Pappy Severna printed it out. You know? Okay, yeah, this is the official copy.
Is it laminated yet?
Not yet, but we're working on it. Yeah, the General Mobile Radio, GMRS. It expires in 2034. They give you latitudes or a reference to a map where you're not allowed to operate on certain channels. But yeah, so I'll have to look at that map and make sure that I'm not operating.
So what radio did you get?
I got some of those Baofeng. Yeah, okay. Those Baofeng radios. Yeah, the UV5R.
I'd be curious to know if High Plains is already using, like the infrastructure of High Plains is already using some of those channels.
I'm sure they are.
I'm sure they are, because it's a hilly and pretty spread out. I mean, it's only a 2.5 mile track, but it's pretty spread out.
It is.
Yeah, and it is. There's a lot of elevation changes and a lot of radios. People with traditional radios, as you know, struggle to work there, which is why our team spent so much time and effort like figuring out other solutions and all that. But your solution is to just crank up the old microwave to 5 watts.
Yep. Yeah. You're going to be able to cook your burrito in the car.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. I'll have to look on High Plains website to see if they have like the radio channels that they do not want you on. Yeah, because maybe they do have that listed out. Yeah.
Just ask Glenn to announce it right after he's done with the Star Spangled Banner in the morning.
Yes, I will. Yeah. So I'm daving that. Also, this is kind of new for Lemons as far as I know. You have to have illuminated numbers for the 24 hours of Lemons. Were you aware of this?
Yes. I knew that they were making that change. Yeah, it's cool. It should be cool.
So here's the solution. Somebody on YouTube on one of the forums figured this out. You buy these like USB tracing light boards that you use for like tracing artwork and stuff.
Okay.
And you kind of peel everything off of it, and you desolder the control circuit that like dims it up and down, and then you just use vinyl to make your numbers. And I did a Deutsch connector there. And then so nice. you just, 3M tape this whole thing to the side of the car.
Oh, wow.
And there you go. And there's your numbers. It lights up.
How like heavy is that?
It's real light. It's all just plastic. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cool idea.
Thanks. Yeah. So yeah. Figured that out.
Look awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah. You have to have a light up number for the roof and each side. And I made a spare. We have a hot spare.
Nice.
And then I'm making a big like 4-foot lighted fiberglass antenna.
Okay.
You've seen people with like just big like light bars, like LED light bars and stuff at the races. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tell me about what you've seen out there.
There was some wild stuff. So people had, obviously people would have like LEDs, like sort of all around like the contour of the car.
Like
someone did have like, I think a whip kind of antenna with lights on it.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, I'm not sure because we spent honestly most of the time in the pits. So
Right.
I don't know.
The only light you were exposed to was the fire from which you were catching.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. So I have those fiberglass fish sticks for fishing wire through walls and stuff like that. And they have a threaded bottom. And so I'm going to get whatever those threads are, adapt that, figure that out, and just bolt that to the roof. So we'll have like a 4-foot RGB LED like antenna.
That's cool.
I mean, we could even do 2 or 3 of them. I bought enough LED strips for it. Yeah, so we can have antenna or whatever. Yeah.
That'll look cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris on the team was saying that it just makes it so much easier to see which car is yours out there. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Especially at night. Like it's hard to see.
Yeah. Yeah. He was also saying like they had done like some LED strips on another car that he was driving. And he said that they were so bright that they were like, he wouldn't be able to see stuff in his blind spot and stuff like that. So that is the struggle is anything that you light that's not facing forward is going to impede your vision basically. Right. Yep.
Either behind like in the mirrors or whatever. So
yeah.
Yep. I will say like the biggest thing that we learned doing, getting ready for the 24 was the aiming of the headlights was difficult, and a few of us had different preferences.
Oh, okay. Some like them closer up, some like them.
Yeah, I wanted like the middle two like as high up as I could go.
Okay.
Like it's to go as far down the road as
sure.
And then I wanted like a little gap, and then like the side light to point to the side so I could see apexes.
Right.
And then one of the other guys liked everything kind of just like didn't want any black spots,
Oh, okay. Really uniform.
It was just, because it was like I think it was just like a mental thing, right?
Sure.
Like, I don't know what's in that black spot.
Right. Okay.
Even though it was like a little triangle.
Right.
But I would rather see the apex that I was missing, obviously.
Right.
Because it's over there. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's going to be interesting to like figure out that. Are you guys going to get to run at night at all before the race?
Oh, before the race, I don't know. Yeah. I'll have to talk to them about it. Not on the track. Yeah. But but the vehicle is street legal. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. It has plates and everything. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great then. So even like the night before you could, the Friday night before the race, you could just go out onto whatever road that is and just test the headlights. That'll be really good.
Yeah. Take a couple screwdrivers and 2 dudes and see what you can do.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. That's the other thing that hard with high planes. That's hard is that there's precious few walls to go up against.
Right. Yeah.
To do your headlight stuff. Right.
On. Yeah. You need to like erect a temporary structure up against the side of an RV or something.
Yeah. There is a brick wall over by like by the fuel pumps.
Oh yeah.
And that's what we used.
Okay.
It holds the discarded oil storage.
Yeah.
So that's what we used to aim our headlights.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I wish I could drive with you guys.
I so wish you could drive. Yeah. Yeah. But, but we're going to have a good time. So, yeah, buddy. Yeah. So tell me about your track day with PETA. I'm crazy excited for you.
Yeah. It's on Friday. I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna just have fun. I think PETA said I might be able to drive the M3, so hopefully that'll happen. I'm gonna give my summer tires a Viking funeral. And then in just a few days I'm storing the car for the summer. So
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hoping I can drive it home safely.
Yeah.
So I will not be pushing my car a lot, but I'm excited to get a few a few sessions in with.
Absolutely, for sure. I'm really excited for you to ride with PETA. I'm sure he's gonna have you drive his car. I cannot wait to hear what you have to say about his M3. It's so fantastic. Yeah.
I'm excited to drive that thing at like 7/10 so I don't break anything. and yeah, I'm psyched about it.
Greatest handling car I've ever driven. Yeah, bar none.
I'm so psyched.
Yeah.
I will report back my findings.
I'm so looking forward to it. Yeah. I'm bummed I can't make it, but yeah. You guys are going to have a fantastic time out at High Plains on Friday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy.
What else should we talk about? I feel like we should probably keep it tight.
A little truncated tonight.
We got a late start.
Yeah. Well, you have my colon to thank for that. But let's see here. What else was Ian, we have an update. We have two updates. So PETA had sent us Marlo and the Carlo, right? Pets and cars.
Yes.
Guess what? Two people sent us their pets and cars. Ian.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So let me pull that up real quick. Let me get that browser window out of your face.
I really hope one of them's like a chinchilla.
No chinchillas this time around, but the gauntlet is thrown down then. Yeah. Okay. All right. So first up, we have our dear buddy.
Show me an otter in a car or nothing.
I want a rabid raccoon. Yeah. So we have Eric's delightful little dog Rosie rolling in his Honda Accord. Yeah. Look at that.
Rosie looks like she is maybe very opinionated about the route.
She has thoughts. You're not going past the good smelling places.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Really wanted to see what was going on with that lamppost over on 5th. And with there are too few Waffle Houses on this route. So yeah, so thank you, Eric, for sending him Rosie. That's awesome, man. That's great. And then our dear friend Dana down in Florida. We love you, Dana. He sent in
alligator.
Yes, he sent in a gator. That he later turned into jerky. No, yeah, he sent in Luna, and Luna unfortunately passed last year. Yeah, Luna, and Dana said short for lunatic because she was wild. But he said she was fantastic with their other pets and their son, and just a wonderful, wonderful dog. So
that's great.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Always send us your pets in cars. Luna. I love Luna with the flopped over ear. Yeah. So there you go. And then here's one of Dana and Luna in the car together. So
fantastic.
Yep. Right?
I like that Luna's strapped in. Look at her ticket, Luna.
Yep. Safety first. Safety first. So yeah. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Eric. And yeah, absolutely. Anybody listening, feel free to follow their footsteps. Text pets in cars 720-515-1391. Want to see them? We're going to put them on the show. Anytime I see one, makes my day better. Just saying. Yeah. Right? Absolutely. So there you go. You know what I would love to see? I'd love to see a dashboard cat. Not safe, but hey.
Cats and cars, don't do it. I've been there. It's not fun. No good.
There are some people that have their cats, like their cats dig it. But yeah, so there you go. Yeah, appreciate it, everybody. Yeah, so there you go. That's what I got. I do want to kind of circle back. This has been on our talkabouts for a bit.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You saw me highlighted on the page here. So in the interest of things not being as bad as the real thing, or another thing, I want to know where you stand on this, because our dear friend Jessie said that she actually saw one of these in person a little bit ago. Everybody listening, it is a Cybertruck for kids. It is like a Power Wheels, but it's a Cybertruck.
I mean, all right, so I have a few thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Just off the jump. The first one is that this is what the Cybertruck should have been all along.
You're right. Just a little scoot about go-kart.
just this because it makes sense.
Right.
It looks like a child drew it. It's not made of I'm assuming it's not made of super sharp metal.
Right.
And this is perfect. This is exactly the form factor that the Cybertruck should be. However, this is a $1,500 toy.
Yeah.
$1,500 American dollars.
1,500 American United States dollars, freedom dollars, Ian.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
For something that is going to get peed in and broken immediately.
A Power Wheels Jeep is $324 on Amazon, okay? Or on Walmart.com.
That's too much money.
It is.
$1,500?
Something that'll get peed in and broken immediately. And this is just you trying to set it up for your kids to drive it the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to mistake it for my luxury stainless steel toilet.
The toilet that cuts you every time you flush. The toilet that vasectomies you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're sorry, Jesse, that you saw that in person. Because it's not as bad as the real thing, but bad in its own special way.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good way to identify which kids are going to bully your kids in middle school.
Okay, expand on that.
Well, I feel like this just sets you as a child to be on a path of becoming a villain in an 80s movie.
Yeah, this is big bully energy right here.
Mm-hmm.
BBE.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to do great on the lacrosse team when they get there.
True.
Yeah.
But they're going to shut down the dance. They're going to close the ski school.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I'm thinking like the high school villains, the high school villains.
Okay.
They're going to have a great head of blonde hair and their dad is the one shutting down the ski resort.
Yes. I would like to see just a small alopecia riddled child driving this. Just a baby Lex Luthor that you want to punch.
Oh my God.
Get a load of Lex Loser over here. See, I've already got one in the chamber for this baby douche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hashtag baby douche.
So there you go. I don't know. It's not as bad as the real thing, but it sucks in its own way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I honestly, I think it's better than the real thing. As annoying, as obnoxious as it is to buy your kids a $1,500 toy. This looks right. This looks correct. Like, yes.
Is it better than the real thing, or is it not as bad as the real thing? Because I feel like those are two different things.
I think it's better than the real thing.
Okay.
Because like when they made that the Hot Wheels edition of the Camaro, and you're like, oh, this is what this car was supposed to look like all along.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're like, this is silly and frivolous and dumb, but like actually, it looks way better than the real one.
Right.
Yeah. It was like a real life Hot Wheels Camaro.
Like this orange one here?
No, the blue one. Yep.
Oh, okay. One. Oh, yeah.
It's the Hot Wheels edition. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a very silly thing that they made for SEMA, and everyone was like, actually.
Hey, we like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What
do you want to do next? You want to do a license plate game in you?
Yeah, I do. I want to play a license plate game. Let's get Sleepy Dave up on this LPG, son.
Okay.
And then I'm excited to hear your album of the week after that for sure.
Yes. Do I remember what this license plate game was? Oh, I remember now. Okay. So this one is called Friends Don't Let Friends Drink and Pick Out License Plates. Here we go.
Okay. All right. We've got some alcohol or beverage themed license plates. Okay. Up top, we have a GMC Yukon in that grayish, beige, whatever color.
Mhm.
I think they all come in.
Yep.
And then we have, it's because of how dumb Jeep's bumper design is that looks like two separate cars in the middle there.
Yeah,
right? With the weird stuff. Yeah.
it does. But I believe it's a Jeep Grand Cherokee or Cherokee. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a Cherokee. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then a Subaru Outback in black or dark gray down at the bottom. Okay. And the license plates are Hydrate, DR8, whiskey, and then wine. Just wine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You want to do some zoomies and enhances? We've got some stickers.
We do. Let's check out this. Let's check out this Yukon. It's got the dealer plate. They bought it at a Toyota dealership. They picked it up used. They've got this is not up to Toyota standards, a crooked Toyota dealership sticker on the back. Okay.
Very crooked. I never noticed that before. It's very crooked.
Yeah, it's dirty. It's a Colorado car. That's about it. Okay.
It's an old license plate. That's an older.
Oh, yeah. The greenbacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then we've got
Where are we going next?
the Jeepy here. Get fresh with a local farmer is a sticker on it. Beautiful Bainbridge Island. I think that's an island somewhere in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Something about farmer grown or yeah. Okay. So we have farm stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful Bain. Okay. And then lastly, we've got a very vanilla. This Outback only fucks missionary.
It's a New Mexico plate.
Yeah. Okay. When they spice it up, they put Peebo Bryson on, and that's about it. You know it's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Hydrate, whiskey, and wine. I'm debating whether or not Hydrate goes on the farm or the Colorado car. Because, Colorado people can be very annoying when people visit Colorado. We're like, drink water. Be sure, drink water.
Did you know about the altitude? Did you know about the altitude? Did you know you got to drink more water?
You're going to get thirsty. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It turns out you should just drink water anyway.
Oh, you're massively in debt? It's that altitude. That'll get you.
Oh, your lemon truck caught on fire? Altitude.
Altitude. Yep.
Okay. So yeah. So I feel like if I was a pushy Colorado person, I would put Hydrate on the GMC up at the top. For the farming, I'm wondering if they grow grapes, and I'm wondering if they make wine.
How do you know they don't plant whiskey trees?
Yeah, maybe they cut down the oak for the barrels. Uh-huh. Good point. Is that why you get super fucking wrecked on Arbor Day every year? Pappy needs his tree juice. That doesn't come. Shut up. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's a unique way of celebrating it, I'm saying. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Some would say the proper way.
My wife doesn't like to get wrecked on Arbor Day. Yeah. Okay, so I'm wondering if there's a wine, like a grape, a vineyard farmer thing. I don't know. I feel like maybe 10% about that connection. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. And then whiskey. I think whiskey doesn't, in my opinion, fit on the farm themed kind of Jeep Cherokee. I think that's going to be Colorado. Colorado likes its whiskey. Or the Outback in New Mexico. The Outback could be hydrate because it's more deserty.
Well, I was also going to say it feels like you pegged the Outback folks pretty instantly in that they don't peg. So you should maybe, I don't know. Does that play into this at all?
Yeah. That would make
I really just wanted to use that joke, so I don't know.
You peg that they don't peg? Uh-huh. Nice, Ian.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. For a second, I thought you had a Band-Aid on your finger that I didn't see before. It was you playing with a rubber band. And I was like, did you cut yourself during the show?
Yeah, I was juggling with knives like off screen. Yeah.
You can't get workman's comp for the podcast, Ian.
Oh, God.
He has. He submitted a lot of forms that he made up himself. You don't need to keep sending those to me.
Who else am I going to use? What else am I use this fax machine for?
Yeah. Okay. Man, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go ahead and put wine. Oh, God. I'm gonna put wine on the Subaru.
Okay.
Because maybe they're so no, I don't know.
Oh man, shit. I think I broke Dave.
Yeah, I'm getting in my head. Okay. Hydrate on the Subaru, whiskey on the Yukon, wine on the Jeep.
Interesting.
That's what I think we're doing here.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Let's see how you did.
Okay. All right.
Dave, don't look.
Dave, don't look folder. We're opening that. Okay. Here we go. Oh my God, I got it. Oh my God.
I think your reasoning was dead on.
Okay.
A lot of wine does get grown in the Pacific Northwest.
It does.
So I think you were dead on. I was like, does Dave know that wine is grown in Washington and Oregon?
I didn't. I just picture California, but yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good climate for it. Yeah. No, you did a great job.
Well, thank you.
I'm very jealous of this whiskey plate, which I've seen a few times downtown.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool plate, and that's an old plate.
It is. Yeah, that is the old Colorado plate. Just straight green, not even the mountains in the background.
Yeah, just the little mountains up top.
Oh, that's on the frame.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is old plate. Yeah,
you're right.
They're going to have those like DMV stickers like an inch thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty great. I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, good work on that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and who do we have to thank for the wine plate?
Sterling. So thank you, Sterling, for sending that in.
Yeah, from the Flag Time podcast, Stirworks on Instagram. Yeah, absolutely. Check them out. Yeah, give Stirworks a follow. Yeah, I just hit 200,000 followers on Instagram.
Nice.
Right? Yeah, he's a funny dude. Yeah. So there you go.
Should we do an album of the week and close this thing out?
Oh, yeah. For the album of the week. Okay. Oh, yeah. Close this out. Screw the album.
Close it out. Check, please.
Yeah, no. Interested to hear what you've been listening to, because you texted me permission to drop ship an album to my house today.
Shh.
Oh. This voice is in your headphones, Ian. Jenny can't hear you.
Not so loud.
Really?
Yes, that's true.
You know she's drop shipping something to someone's house too. So
probably.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
You're my emergency contact and you're my cat's emergency contact and my drop ship destination.
I forgot that I was your cat's emergency contact.
Yeah.
I forgot. I legitimately was. R.I.P. Ron. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I kind of have a two-fer today.
Okay.
It has been a very good week, a very good few weeks to be a Portishead fan.
Okay.
Because yesterday, Jeff Barra, who was kind of like the band leader for Portishead, his project that he's had since the late 2000s, Beak, surprise released a record yesterday.
Okay.
And it's 4. So they do Beak, and it's like the little carrot, and then they just put more carrots every album, and this is their 4th record. So it's
okay.
Carrot. Yep. Yeah, that's it right there with the Laser Dogs. This one's awesome. I'm really digging it. I've been listening to it all day. Really liking it. And a few weeks ago, Beth Gibbons released a record.
Oh shit! No way.
Called Lives Outgrown. It's gorgeous and a little depressing and just really, really good.
I was gonna say, so a Beth Gibbons album.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Okay.
But yeah, so within the last couple weeks, we've had 2 Portishead-adjacent records, and it's been awesome.
Oh, right on. Okay. Do you feel like the Beth Gibbons one diverges a lot from Portishead sounds, like the trip hoppy sound?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Beak stuff I think sounds more like third. Like
sure.
You can kind of hear some of that. There's a couple of songs on the Beth Gibbons record that you're like, oh, this could be a Portishead song.
Okay.
But that music was so different. This is its own thing, and it's great for it. Like,
sure.
It's definitely different.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah. It's definitely not like a make you feel better record.
Sure.
It's a little bit of a downer, but in a really good way.
Okay. Maybe like this would be an album that you could cathartic cry to.
Yeah. If you want to wallow.
Okay.
Good wallow. Good wallow record.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's some people that just wallow that need to be there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you're there and you need to wallow, yeah, listen to the Beth Gibbons.
Yeah. But both these records are great. You can't go wrong with either of them. I love Beak so much. And I was so excited when they released the record.
That's awesome. Surprise drop, man.
It's the best.
Nice. Okay. Well, yeah, links to those will be in the YouTube description for sure.
Great.
Yeah.
Dave, I think we did a car show. I'm tired. You're tired.
You're tired.
You're tired.
You're tired. I'm not going full Crypt Keeper, Dave.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
My wife is tired.
Uh-huh.
I'm not tired. My wife is tired.
So I'm going to bed.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I've got to go to bed.
What a fucking dick, Alito. God, fuck that dude. See, this is why I stay up with the news. I have not been on any kind of news for so long, Ian, so long, and I'm so much better for it. I'm so glad that I only get to hear stuff that like my wife will tell me, and then like just insane things that you tell me that I question the reality of. But I know the more absurd it is, the more real it is.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Because it's the more interested I am in it.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Everybody, I think we done did a car show. Send Dave license plates 720-515-1391. You can send them to me on now. Blue Sky has DMs.
Oh, so yeah.
And I'm still occasionally on the Twitter place. But yeah, Apex Adjacent. Thank you. We love you. Goodbye.